welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Kiera, and in today's video I am coming to y'all with a pick a card reading for this new moon in Aquarius that will be happening on February the 1st. So this is the first pick a card reading on my channel, so I'm super excited about this video. I'm super excited to be coming to y'all with this video. If you did click on this video, I guarantee there is some messages here for you. If you are familiar with pick a card readings, you probably already know the gist of it. You will probably already know that you can go to the timestamps and blah blah blah, but for those who don't know how pick a card readings work, basically you just trust your intuition, choose based off your first instinct, your intuition, your gut feeling. Take some time to meditate, which we're going to get to in just a second. So I am going to give y'all a little bit of time to meditate on these three groups that I have here in front of y'all. So I did put these in different colors. So this is, it may look red on camera, but I chose orange, but it's kind of giving off a red vibe. So maybe like root chakra or sacral chakra. And then the second group is 1111, which is a master number in numerology. So we're not going to break that down. Or if you wanted to break it down, it could become 22, which is green, which is associated with the heart chakra. And then we have 444, which is in blue for your throat chakra. So if you are familiar with chakras, you may feel like you need to work on those certain areas. I pretty much just trust my intuition when writing out these numbers. I have no idea who's going to pick what group and what group is going to get what messages. I just kind of just went based off of my intuition on which numbers I felt needed to be inputted into this video. So like I said, this is my first pick card reading, so please bear with me throughout this entire reading. The deck that we'll be using today is going to be the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So this deck right here is going to be being used today for the tarot cards, and then for the oracle cards, we're going to be using the Moonology Oracle deck as well, since we are doing a new moon reading. And again, this is for the new moon in Aquarius, but I don't want to talk too much. So like I said, the way that you can choose your groups is you can pretty much ground yourself, meditate, and ask yourself, what are some new energies coming towards me this new moon? What is something I need to know? What is some information that can help me get through this new moon in Aquarius? And you meditate with that answer. Take a couple deep breaths. Take as much time as you need, because you really need to ground yourself so you can intuitively pick the group that is meant for you. So I am going to give y'all some seconds right now. If you're already familiar with pick cards, you can just go ahead into the timestamps. It is in the description box and pinned to the top of the comments on which timestamps for each group 1, 2, or 3. So what you can also do is look at the timestamp number, and if your lucky number is there as well, you can also choose based off of that. But we're going to go ahead and get into this reading, so I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little bit of time to meditate on these groups so you can make sure you pick the correct group for you, and I will see y'all at y'all selection. Hello, group number 1. If you chose group number 1, then you might have been called to the numbers in the timestamp. You also may have been called to the number 1212, or you've been called to do some work on your root chakra or your sacral chakra. I don't really know too much about all the chakras, but I do know the colors associated with it, and I do work with my root chakra a little bit more because that is where I find the most helpful meditations for myself. So if you are drawn to group number 1, you may feel like you need to get some root chakra balancing going on. I don't really have any meditations that I can recommend because I've pretty much tried whichever one I want to try at the time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into y'all reading. First, we have the Modern Witch Tarot deck for y'all first. So I am going to pull 3 tarot cards. If more come out, then that is what is meant for you. I'm going to try my best to remember the exact meanings of these cards. I'm just being completely honest because I'm just really trusting my intuition on what the cards mean to me. Because I have been drawn for myself, not like every day, but pretty consistent with reading my own tarot cards and stuff like that. So okay, so we have 4 cards that came out for y'all, so we're going to take that. Like I said, I am pretty much, so we have the Ace of Wands, And again, this is the energy for the new moon in Aquarius for y'all. We have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. Let me make sure, I'm sorry, let me make sure everything is in the center so y'all can see it. Okay. Let's try not to, okay. Okay, so starting off right off the bat, just with the Ace of Wands, I'm seeing that with this new moon in Aquarius, is actually a great time for group number one, because I'm seeing that y'all already be coming into some new energy based off of your drive and action towards things that you've been working on. I'm feeling like y'all are finally mastering your emotions when it comes to dealing with like balancing your emotions with the Queen of Cups. You're pretty much in control of how things make you feel. You're pretty much in control of what you tend to react to and what used to like bother you. You're pretty much not letting that bother you anymore. And what y'all like stepping into like owning how you feel and what's making you feel a certain type of way. I'm seeing that you are having more time and more space to deal with things that are I wouldn't say like meant to deal with, because when I say meant to deal with, I'm not saying you pushing off everything else, but just things that is meant for you to deal with at this time. Like maybe you have been so wrapped up in your emotional well-being or how you feel emotionally that you haven't had time to focus on this new energy that has been knocking for quite some time. So just stepping into that Queen of Cups energy, being aligned with your most highest self, being in touch with your emotions, but not letting your emotions overwhelm you, having enough control over your emotions to where you can still give out love to other people. Just like pretty much finding a balance with your emotions and finding a balance with how you can, how can I say this? How you can get things done without having your emotions involved so much. And then with the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing that you're being very, very patient with yourself. I can see that you've been like really, really hard on yourself in the past, but things have changed. Things are coming in better for you. Things may have happened slowly over time, but it's okay. It's okay if things have been going really, really slow, because you have been very, very patient with yourself and more like generous with yourself. You have been giving yourself an opportunity to feel through and understand what you are going through so that you don't overwork yourself and oversweat yourself and just pretty much go into burnout. Um, Also, I'm seeing like this new passion that you have coming in towards this new moon is going to bring you, it's going to bring you a sense of like care for other people. With the Queen of Cups and Six of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you are going to be more generous with your time and your energy and what you give to other people. You're going to be more aware of how your energy is given off to someone else. Maybe you are going to be coming into someone else's life to give them something that they need, because you finally stepped out of that energy of feeling like you were depleted and feeling like your emotions was all that matter. You're actually caring about other people's emotions at this point. That's what I'm seeing in the Six of Pentacles. So maybe you are going to do like a nice gesture for someone else, or maybe even someone else doing something for you, kind of like a give and take situation. But it's going to take some time and patience. So just still be patient with yourself. And we're going to go ahead and get into the other cards, but just take some time and patience with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be kind. Just as well as you can be kind to someone else, you can be kind to yourself as well. Take some time to practice self-love, self-care. In the Queen of Cups, like just practice your, not practice, but step into your Queen of Cups energy. I don't know how to explain that too much. I don't know, just like how kind you can be to someone else, you can be even kinder to yourself. Like most of the times we spend our lives like trying to be so kind to everybody else, when in reality we can be mostly kind to ourselves. Or how can I'm like, my words are like really jumbling. Most of the time we spend our life being so kind to everyone else that we forget to be kind to ourselves. And it's like we can give so much love to everybody else without a questionable doubt. And when it comes to giving love back to ourselves, we question it and one, like, not like wonder, but kind of question, do I deserve this? Do I deserve this self-care day? Do I deserve to get my nails done or hair done? And it's like, you do need that. You do need to nurture yourself, because if you run on burnout completely, it's not going to do anything for you. So in this new moon in Aquarius, what I'm saying for you is that you need to really just step into being in power of your emotions so that you can be the best you that you can be, and so that you can have enough space and time to actually be there for other people as well. That way, because it's an evolving wheel. When you're there for other people, people are able to be there for you, and you never know who might need you in that moment. So just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And we're gonna go ahead and pull a card from the Moonology deck really quick. All right, so we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And we're gonna get one more card for y'all. I'm going to show y'all the cards in just a second too. Just give me one moment. Okay, and we have look at the bigger picture, be optimistic. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show y'all the cards. I just need to... Okay, so we have the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. And like I said, you're going to be either receiving something from someone else, or someone else is going to be very generous in giving you something. And it's going to come from this place of you actually stepping into your power, not being driven by your emotions, actually stepping into your power. And like I said, it may take time to get there, but it's coming, and you just need to be, like I said, be patient with yourself when it comes to... I hope these messages make sense, because like I said, this is my first reading, so I don't really know, but I hope it's making sense to y'all. But like I said, be patient with yourself, because you just have to know when to, know when to react or act on your emotions. Trust your intuition mostly. Like with both of these water cups, trust your intuition. And some of y'all may be Taurus, some of y'all may be Sagittarius with this look at the big picture in Sagittarius. So that is what that card looks like. Some of y'all may be Sagittarius, some of y'all may be Taurus. But there is a lot of... we have some fire energy, earth energy, and water energy. So we have 3 of the elements here presented in this reading for y'all. So we have earth, fire, and water presented in this reading. So some of y'all may be Taurus, some of y'all may be Sagittarius, some of y'all may be a water sign, and some of y'all maybe even just be another earth sign, or you may have these signs in your big 3. Also, with this new moon in Aquarius, the way that the new moon can affect you is look at your birth chart. If you aren't familiar with birth charts, I am going to leave a link to where I calculate my birth chart at astro.com or astroseek.com. You can pretty much calculate your birth chart and see where the new moon is taking place in your house, in your chart, and which house it is in. So we are in Aquarius. So let's say you are a Aries Rising. The moon will be in your 11th house of like friendships, social life, and things like that. But just check your birth chart. If you don't have your exact time of birth, it probably be a little bit harder to determine which house it is in, what house it is in for you, but you will still know your moon sign. You may just end up being an Aquarius moon if you haven't tapped into that yet. But that's just something about astrology I just wanted to point out. But yeah, like I said, there is going to be some prosperity lying ahead for you. There's going to be some blessings. People are going to be giving you blessings. Maybe you feel like you've been depleted these last few months, or just in this last lunar cycle, you may feel like you've been depleted, or feeling like you don't have nothing to look forward to. And I'm seeing that you actually do have a lot to look forward to when it comes to this new moon in Aquarius. Just take some time to yourself. Maybe even journal or like meditate with this new moon, because the new moon is happening on the 1st. This video is going up on the 31st, so you should be seeing this on January 31st. But the new moon is not happening until February the 1st. So just before the... if you watch this video a little bit ahead of time, before the I'm sorry, I keep saying full moon, before the new moon, if you watch this video, maybe look into like some type of new moon meditations, or new moon rituals, or like new moon scripted prompts, or what is it called, like journaling prompts, to see like how you can release and manifest and bring new things into your life. You can always just look at just think about the stuff that you've been pondering on these past few months, and then that'll probably help you, you know what I'm saying, kind of focus on what you need to focus on. So let's see. I keep moving these cards because I really want these in focus. And I'm also going to pull the book on these cards. I just want to give a clear reading for the moon cards, of course, just to give y'all a clear reading of what these cards mean. This card will often come up if you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests that you can have what you want, indicating material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with and luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the moon in 30 Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. And additional meanings for this card is you will soon be able to afford the things you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a saving account, no matter how small. Okay. So we got some new messages in there that I didn't cover about like starting a saving account. We also got the message of starting like a new relationship, which you can see here, which I didn't catch that message, but with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups can also symbolize a new romantic partner coming into your life, like soulmate type energy. So you can actually see that there, or just living your luxurious life, or and also it was another I can't remember exactly what I read, but it was something about okay, this I would say quote. I was about to say quote, but this sentence right here. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself, and others will value you too. You can create abundance. And like I was saying, like just like getting so in tune with your emotions and figuring out how to balance your own emotions to the point where you are giving to other people and they're allowed to give to you, kind of like that give and take that I was saying before. And then we're gonna look at the Sagittarius full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So the full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over it can be counterproductive, or perhaps being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it is a good thing to think it through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What is the most positive thought you can think about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks to go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Additional meanings for this card. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Okay. So pretty much what I'm getting for y'all for this new moon in Aquarius, and ways that you can the ways that you can manifest things into your life is by pretty much getting into action of making an actual plan to get into action of goals that you have set out for yourself. Also, not forgetting to take that time to yourself. Don't always just sit and think and be in the clouds about what plans you have. You actually have to put these plans into action. Make daily schedules to keep yourself on track. Be patient with yourself, most importantly. You need to have this go with the flow type energy. Don't always just try to make everything too perfect. Although being perfect is not a bad thing, don't try to make everything too perfect to the point where you overstress yourself or you fall off track or you go into burnout. Because this action that you're going to have with this new moon, it can bring you so much abundance and prosperity, but you have to be open to receiving that prosperity. If you are in a lack mindset, or if you are at a state where you feel like you're burnt out, that burnout can actually cause you to think about things like, oh, you're never going to make it, or just giving self-doubt. Also, don't forget to just be welcome into anything that's coming to your life at this moment. Maybe this new incoming, like they said, this new incoming love is going to be something that's going to be presented to you, that's going to help you along this journey of being more organized. Maybe you've been waiting on this soulmate type energy, and it could be even just like a friend or some help or somebody to help you that you didn't even know was there to help you in the first place. Step into your luxury boss girl life or boss guy life, and just give yourself a chance to live in luxury, live in the energy that you want to live in. Don't forget to just be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself, and be kind. I hope that these messages weren't all over the place. I kind of just went with my intuition. I hope it made sense, and it may have made sense to certain people, but I hope this reading made sense to most, if not all. But that is all I have for today's reading for the full moon. I'm sorry, the new moon in Aquarius. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave the comments down below. Let me know what group you chose and how it helped you, or if it resonated with you. Again, if it don't resonate, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? But I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you in. Hey, group number 2, or viewers who chose the number 1111, also the color green, which is associated with the heart chakra. So you may have been called to this group because you need some heart chakra healing, or you have had some heartbreak, or just needed some healing from past traumas and past hurts. So that's probably why you have been called to this group. Either way, I feel like there are some answers here for you in this reading. If the answers, or I'm sorry, if the messages don't apply, just let it fly. But I do believe that if you chose this group, there is some messages here for you. So this is for the new moon in Aquarius. You are familiar with astrology, based off of a birth chart. We each have 12 houses, and each house is in a different sign. And based off your rising sign will determine what house the moon is in for you. Let's say you are a Aries Rising. Aquarius is going to be in the 11th house for you, which is about your social life, your friends, and things like that. So you would pretty much calculate your birth chart on a multiple different websites, but I'll leave the two that I use the most down below if you want to calculate your birth chart. I also will include a chart of, if you know your rising sign, it'll tell you exactly which house is in. But if you need to calculate your chart for the first time, I also will leave those links down below. So make sure you check the description box for that. But let's go ahead and get into your reading. Like I said, this is for the new moon in Aquarius, and we're going to be looking at some answers on what you need to release for this new moon, and some things that you can be manifesting into your life when this new moon comes. So when this video goes up, the day is January 31st. The new moon is not until the 1st. So you may have some time to look into some new moon rituals or new moon journaling prompts and things like that to get you prepped for this new moon in Aquarius. But I am going to first be starting off with the Modern Witch Tarot deck to get y'all some tarot cards to kind of clarify y'all reading and some things that y'all can be releasing and manifesting in this new moon in Aquarius. I am going to be picking three, or drawing three, I don't know what to say, shuffling three cards, I don't know, three cards. If more cards come out, then that is what's meant for you. Like I said, if the message don't apply, let it fly. If you feel like this is not a message for you, then you may have selected the wrong group, and you probably want to go back to the selection at the beginning and maybe choose another group. I hope this video resonate with you. I hope you find some answers that you are looking for. I am solely trusting my intuition. So it's some of this stuff I don't even remember what this one was about, honestly. But I'm just trusting my intuition, and yeah, so we have one card here. So we have, okay, this card came in reverse, but I do not read in reverse. So I'm going to turn that baby upright because I do not read in reverse. I'll be honest with y'all. So we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. We also have the 2 of Cups. And what is something else that group number 2 can use for this new moon in Aquarius? By the way, how are y'all feeling with this new moon energy approaching? We are still in Mercury retrograde right now, so when I read if I have to pull the book on some of these cards, child, I can't read already. So when I have to pull the book on these cards, baby, listen. All right, so first we have for y'all the 10 of Wands. We also have I hope y'all can see this. I'm going to pull it closer so y'all can see. So we have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Cups. Oh, I'm like so excited for y'all. Okay, and then with this, all this, the water energy coming out in the with the heart chakra. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. All right, so first off the bat, what I'm seeing that y'all need to release is carrying too much on your plate. With the 10 of Wands, you are carrying too much on your plate. You are like carrying a load that is not yours, which is starting to feel like a burden. It's weighing you down, but you're trying to push along this, I guess, this journey that you got yourself on with no destination. You're not paying attention to where you're headed. You're just pretty much just trying to get there, thinking that you're going to find something that you need there once you arrive. And it's not really going to do y'all any justice. Y'all need to like lay off of, I wouldn't say hard work, because hard work sometimes is good work, but y'all need to like lay off. What I'm sensing is just stop being so hard on yourself. Lay off of feeling like you gotta just bottle everything up, like, because it's becoming a burden for you. And you need to heal that, heal the energy, heal your heart energy. Like I said, with the heart chakra, you need to heal what's hurting you, because at the end of the day, like, just carrying all that hurt and pain along with you is what's going to make you feel like you're depleted and make you feel like you don't have anything to, like, any more drive to go on. You need to give yourself a break, take a breather. It's okay. You gonna have, like, it's not gonna be easy when you feel through this hurt and this pain, but it's gonna be worth it in the end, because you're gonna have an opportunity for new stuff to come in your life. And we are coming into the new moon in Aquarius, which is all about, Aquarius is a sign of like friendships and social life. And with the 2 of Cups, I'm seeing that there's gonna be somebody coming into your life. This could be a romantic partner, it could be platonic as well. It doesn't always have to be a romantic partner, but I'm seeing someone coming into your life that's going to give you something that you've been putting out in relationships, friendships in the past, that you may have not received from other people when you've been giving it your all. And that's probably what left you in this 10 of Wands energy of feeling like you're carrying the world on your shoulders in a way. And with this new love or new energy, new friendship, relationship, whatever it is for you coming into your life, it's going to feel refreshing. It's gonna like pretty much lift a lot of stuff up off your shoulders to make you feel refreshed and revived again. And it's gonna be what's best for you in the long run. So the things that I'm seeing for this new moon in Aquarius for y'all, like I said, is things that release old past hurt that is weighing you down, because at the end of the day, if you stuck in these old mindsets of being hurt and just, you're not looking at what you have in front of you, you pretty much just focus on everything that's behind you and everything that you're carrying, just lighten the load. And with this new person coming in for y'all, like, I'm seeing, and this is not even a love reading, but with this new person coming in for y'all, I'm seeing that they're kind of like lifting a load for y'all. Like I said, you're carrying everything by yourself right now. And with this new moon in Aquarius, maybe look up some writing prompts on how to release and heal your heart energy, your heart chakra, because when this new energy come into your life, it's going to give you a sense of refreshing energy, refreshing air, like a breath of fresh air, basically. And it's going to pretty much be balancing. It's like someone taking like a 50-50 kind of thing, like kind of like working together with someone else to help balance the things that's going on in your life. Which is going to help you in the long run. And then we're going to get some cards from the Moonology deck. So we're going to be pulling 2 cards from the Moonology Oracle. But most of all, like, just be patient with yourself. I know it may be seem hard because y'all are just overworking yourself. Maybe y'all have been like just so broke down that you don't even like feel like you have anything to look forward to when you actually have something to look forward to. If you are watching this video and you chose group number 2, this is a sign that you need to not give up on yourself. Like, maybe even just meditate a little bit more, watch some like some, what is it called, or listen to some affirmations. Listen to some like positive affirmations before you go to bed. Listen to what is it? Watch, what is it called? Or you can listen to podcasts, or you can watch like motivational speakers to help you get out of this energy. Just like maybe the videos catered towards releasing old energy or past hurts and things like that. That could be something that you can do for this new moon in Aquarius. And also you can manifest this new love into your life. Maybe this is a sign that you need to actually manifest this into your life, because that is something that you need or something that you've been wanting. And this is a sign not to give up on that. If you've been like praying for like some help from someone or just someone coming into your life, not necessarily to save the day, but to like help you out, and not just take all the load off of you, but like just help you when it comes to carrying this load. That is going to be coming to you sometime in the near future with this new moon in Aquarius. And let's see, we got one more card. So we did get the card, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, and that is what that card is looking like. So just off the back with that card, what I'm seeing connected to the Ten of Wands is you're being tested to see if you're going to give up on yourself emotionally. And I'm feeling like y'all have been going at it so long with like trying to heal your own emotions to the point where you are feeling like you're about to give up. But this is not a time to give up. This is the time to keep pushing yourself. Like I said, there's going to be some new energy coming into your life with this new one in Aquarius, and you need to just trust and know that everything is okay. If you've been like watching anything that's like making you feel more down, or like listening to a certain type of music, or you need to like just kind of like change gear for a second and get yourself out of the funk, because I know sometimes when you think about being tested by the universe, like it's just like, well, why are you testing me? It's not necessarily a test to break you. It's a test to like push you forward to not giving up on yourself. And once you get over the hump, you'll feel even better inside about, oh, I actually did it. You know, like it'll make you feel good to the fact that you actually have overcome something that you thought you would never overcome, especially when you carry the load by yourself and you get through it by yourself. The reward seems even better. Although it's sometimes it is better to have help or, you know, have encouragement from other people. But from the looks of it, it seems like y'all have been doing everything by yourself, or just carrying the load of your emotions by yourself without anyone to talk to. And it's not even like a bad thing that your commitment is being tested. It's more of a good thing. It's not even like, oh, the universe is throwing you all these bad things. You can like just be running on burnout because of everything that you have going on in your life. Maybe you are too busy. Maybe you have too much going on in your schedule and you need to ease up on that. And that is what's causing you to be emotionally drained or physically drained. And then we also have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. This is so cute. This is so cute, okay? Because this is the new moon in Aquarius, and this is for the new moon in Aquarius. That is so beautiful, and it's telling you to bring love into your situation, which is even more beautiful because, like I said, there is going to be some love coming into your life. Like I said, it could be platonic, it can be romantic, but however, if you're not ready for a relationship, or maybe you are dealing with like heartbreak and like somebody leaving you or something, and you're not ready for a relationship, then that is not the message for you. And maybe you just need a friend to, you know, to have a shoulder to cry on. Or, but if you are looking for a romantic partnership, this is a sign that that is coming into your life right now. Maybe that's what you've been manifesting from this past lunar cycle, and it is all going to come to you within due time. Bring love into the situation. Just bring more love into how you love yourself, how you love others. Don't always just look at everything from a negative point of view. Try to be more caring about the situation. Oh, this is so beautiful. I just feel like y'all are about to be blessed with somebody that you've been waiting on for a long time, and somebody's going to make you feel whole and just make you feel kind of like teenage love again in a way. I want to pull the book on your commitment is being tested because I feel like there's some more like answers for y'all. I have got this new moon in Aquarius card so many times. I'm just so happy that card came out for y'all, because if you've been going through a baby, trust me, it is not the end all be all. Something is coming for you, coming to you, not for you, coming to you. And it's going to be a blessing beyond all blessings, I promise you. Okay, so we have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. All right. So if I messed up, just blame it on Mercury retrograde, okay? Anyway, there could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe way of testing you. The first quarter moon call for you to face any hurdles with confidence. Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing your commitment now will help you move toward your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true to you. It's true for you. So believe in yourself. Okay, so additional meanings for this card is the answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something, you need to recommit to someone or something. So those are additional meanings to your commitment is being tested. And the message that stuck out to me is you need to recommit to someone or something. And maybe that is what this Two of Cups energy is saying. Like maybe you have went through a situation and you try to like start carrying a burden by yourself instead of like allowing that person to help you. And maybe this is a sign that you need to not give up on that love or that friendship and call them back into your life. Now, I'm not saying if someone has hurt you so bad in the past to where you're actually, you know, picking up the courage to move on from them, go back to them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you know deep down in your soul, in your gut, that there is a possibility that this can like still work out, friendship or relationship, then this is a sign to like give it another try. Maybe they'll be reaching out to you after this full moon. After this new moon. Maybe you'll be reaching out to them. But this is a sign that it's not the end all be all with this situation. For some of you, that is someone new coming into your life. But for some of you, this is like a rekindle from a old partnership or friendship coming back into your life to kind of take the burden off of how you left things in the past, or maybe to help you heal that heart space that they left broken, or that maybe y'all both left broken. And maybe it's not to come back together to be in a relationship. Maybe it's just to come back together to help you heal what they broke. And that's going to help you stop carrying the load of the heartbreak that you're carrying, because it's not all yours to carry. But yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. If you did enjoy this reading or you find that you resonate with this reading, please leave some comments down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know and let everyone else know what group you chose and how you resonate with this group. But yeah, like I said, this is all I have. Make sure you do check the description box for my social media platforms and everything. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and I will catch y'all in another reading. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Bye. Hello, group number 3, or viewers who chose the number 444 or the color blue, which is associated with the throat chakra. If you have any information on throat chakra, then you may have been drawn to the color blue, or maybe blue is just your favorite color. I'm not sure what this reading is going to bring, but this is a new moon in Aquarius reading. Aquarius is all about friendship, social life, and things like that. Aquarius is the natural ruler of the 11th house. If you are familiar with astrology and you know your moon sign or your chart, rising sign rather, if you know your rising sign, then you'll know what house Aquarius is in for you, or the new moon is occurring in for you. Let's say you are a Aries Rising, then the new moon will be occurring in your 11th house. I do have a chart down below. If you know your rising sign, that will tell you exactly which house the new moon is happening in for you. If not, I will leave the links to the websites that I use the most to calculate my birth chart, which is astro.com and astroseek.com, I believe. But they will be linked down below, so you can calculate your birth chart if you want to know that. You will need to know your time of birth, your location, and obviously your birth date. If you don't know the time of your birth, then you'll get like your signs, but you won't get the house chart, so you won't know exactly what house the new moon is occurring for you. Without talking too much, rather, we're going to be getting into this new moon reading, which is going to tell you some things that you need to release and let go, and some things that you can be manifesting into your life this new moon in Aquarius. The first deck I'm going to be using is the Modern Witch Tarot deck, so we're going to go ahead and get you 3 tarot cards here. If we do draw more than 3, then that is just what's meant for you. I hope you do resonate with this reading. If you find that this reading is not aligning with your energy, then maybe go back to the group selection and maybe meditate a little bit longer, figure out what group is meant for you. But I do believe if you chose this group, then there is some answers in here for you, or some ways that you can bring in this new moon energy. If the message don't apply, let it fly. Don't try to force anything to match your lifestyle or your life. If it doesn't apply to you, it's simply just meant for someone else. But I did meditate before this reading that the people that is meant to watch this video will find this video and the messages that are meant for them. Okay. So you did get 4 cards here. So the first card that came out was, the Two of Pentacles. So we need some balance somewhere. We also have the Seven of Cups. We have the High Priestess. This is like one of my favorite cards. I don't know why. Like when I first pulled this card, it kept coming up in my readings. And then I just grew to love this card for some reason. Like, I don't know. When this card come out, she's given like a very serious face, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like one of my favorite cards. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there is, let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing like with the High Priestess that you are needing to make a choice on what you can do with your career financially. And this choice is going to affect you financially, but it's not going to affect you in a bad way. Maybe it's time for you to like take a break from things that you've been pushing so long. Maybe you have been pushing on overdrive and maybe you're not seeing progress in the things that you've been doing, and it's actually causing you to have a lack mindset or feel like you don't deserve the things that you have because the things that you want aren't coming as fast as you would like them to. So you're starting to not appreciate the stuff that you have right in front of you. Um, and you've been balancing everything quite well, but it's to the point where you're getting tired of doing the 1-2 step with this balance and with this career, with your life, to the point where you don't appreciate what you have in front of you. So there's going to be an option here presented in front of you with this new moon in Aquarius. Maybe even just take a day or two to yourself, and just get grounded, meditate, strengthen your intuition so you can make the right choice in the future. Maybe you have been at a job for quite some time that you first have brought you so much abundance and luck and gave you options, and now it's time to make a choice of whether if you want to stay there or not. And maybe this job has caused so much burnout that you're deciding that it's not meant for you. But at the end of the day, you're going to make the right decision on what choices that is need to be made with this career. So something that I feel like you can do for the new moon in Aquarius is to figure out why you're not appreciating the things you have right in front of you, and figure out what you can do to appreciate them more, or figure out if it's something that you need to do to change it. Because if you feel like what you're doing is not worth it, if you feel like what you're doing is leading you to burnout, or is making you feel like you don't deserve the things that you already have because you're always looking for something new, always looking for a new option, a new pick, you're going to end up picking the wrong choice. So you definitely need to find a balance with your emotions, find a balance with your material. Don't be over materialistic, because sometimes greed and feeling like you've got all these options in front of you is what's going to lead you into that lack mindset, because you'll keep wanting more and more and more, and then you'll be dissatisfied with what you actually have in front of you. We're going to get some cards from the Moonology just to get some more clarifiers on the cards. I hope that's making sense. I feel like it's a little bit hard to explain, but if you're resonating with this, then maybe it's definitely meant for you. But what is coming through stronger for me is just not appreciating the stuff that you worked so hard for. Like when you first started working for it, you appreciated everything, but now that you have more than enough of that thing, or more than enough of abundance from this certain career, you're not appreciating it anymore because you're looking and craving something new, when you need to actually appreciate what you did work for. No matter how old, how big, or how small, you need to always appreciate it. So we have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. We also have a new start is coming. Oh, that is beautiful. So just from adjustments are required, third quarter moon, what I'm seeing, I am going to pull the book on both these cards, by the way, but I'm going to go with my intuition first. For adjustments are required. Like I said, you need to adjust to what lifestyle you adjust to whatever lifestyle it is that you want to live. Find a balance to things that you want to do. And what these adjustments are required connected to the Seven of Cups, it's like you're going to have many options to adjust the things in your life. And you just need to go with the flow, trust your intuition. Like I said, with this new moon in Aquarius, maybe you need to do some meditations to strengthen your intuition. So when it comes time to make the choice, you'll know exactly what choice is meant for you. And it'll help you along in making your decision. And then with the new start is coming, I'm seeing that if you've been feeling burnt out on, like I said, this job or this hobby or something that you've been doing that's been bringing you luck and abundance in the past, and you're starting not to appreciate it anymore, this new choice that you're going to make is actually going to bring you a fresh new start. It's going to be a beautiful new start, actually. Just as the simple new moon card. And with this coming in with the new moon in Aquarius, I'm getting that this new moon in Aquarius is going to bring you so much like joy, so much balance, so much appreciation for the things that you actually have. Maybe you're going to be starting something new, and the choice that you make is going to be the best choice. But like I said, you have to first trust your intuition and trust that you are going with the flow of your life and not the flow of everyone else's life. I'm going to go ahead and pull the book on these cards, but that's just what my intuition was saying, but I hope that resonated with y'all. But let me go ahead and pull the book. So we have, let's see, third quarter moon adjustments are required. If my reading is off, it's because the retrograde. I'm going to blame it on the retrograde. I'm just kidding. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful. There's a lot of negativity that you need to let go. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest whether there are toxic emotions involved, which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes when the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change, of course, is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. Additional meanings to the card. Your life may be out of balance and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting around the corner. Trust may be required to move forward. Like I said, trust your intuition. That is the trust. It's not trusting someone else. You need to trust yourself and trust that you know exactly what you need for yourself. And something new is around the corner, and this is the adjustments are required card, and something new is coming for you. But you need to first trust in yourself and trust that you are making the right choice. This reading was all over the place, but I feel like it's coming together now that I have, pieced it together piece by piece. But I hope y'all still are with me. And like I said, your life may be out of balance, so you need to find a balance within your life. I'm feeling like this is like your career or something that is making you money, but it's not bringing you joy and happiness anymore. So you actually need to find a balance with things that are actually aligning with your higher self and things that are going to make you happy. And there's a choice that you need to make based upon this. And once you make that choice, you're going to start welcoming new blessings and new prosperity, new abundance into your life. And just getting the new moon card, which I'm getting ready to read in a second, is all clarifiers that this new moon in Aquarius is going to bring you so much abundance and joy, and just making the right choice is what's best for you. But you first need to trust yourself and believe in yourself first. New moon, a new start is coming. There is a yes coming your way. Totally positive and just something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed and you are on the target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. Be that on a new or better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in a cycle. You are moving into a new cycle now. This is time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now, or something totally new and fresh is on the way. Additional meanings: a new start is on the way. You will soon start to feel more hope about getting what you want. Your beliefs that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. Okay. So, like I said, I hope that reading wasn't too slaughtered. I try to, like, that last sentence was like sentence was throwing me for some reason. I don't know. I kept re-saying it. I'm like, that's not making sense because I was saying the word wrong. I was reading wrong. But anyway, like I said, there is something new coming to y'all. But first you have to, like I said, there's a choice that you have to make, and maybe you need to, like, just sit with yourself, meditate, and start to manifest what you want to come into your life for this new moon in Aquarius. Figure out what it is that you want and what you need to let go of that's no longer serving you as far as your career or something. The career, I don't know. The career is just coming through for this reading. You need to figure out what it is that you want, and be very, very clear. Set your intentions on what you want, because whatever it is that you want, you can actually bring that into your life just by setting intentions and manifesting it into your life. But you will first need to adjust your mindset. You need to adjust the way you speak to yourself, the way you think about the things that you want. If you have a negative thought or negative emotions around anything that you want to come into your life, those things are going to come into your life in a negative way. But like I said, all the choices that are presented in front of you are going to lead you on a different path. Some of them may take longer to get to a certain destination, and others may get you there faster. But you will know by trusting yourself and finding a balance and trusting your intuitions and emotions on what choice is best for you. But you definitely need to let go of those toxic thought patterns, toxic emotions, just a toxic loop that you have been in. The loop here, toxic loop that you have been in these past few months. Let that go. Release that with this new moon and start to manifest what it is that you want, so you can be satisfied with what you have and what you're bringing into your life. Maybe you've been working somewhere for so long that you're not even appreciating. When you first started, you did appreciate it, but now it's time to change, and this is a sign that it's time to change. I'm not saying to drop everything that you have right now and just give up on it and just walk away and just without a plan. No, you need to make a plan for this stuff. And even though you're manifesting, the power of manifestation is just so real, because you can manifest anything into your life, but you still need to also put it into action and make a plan for that. But that is all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading did resonate. If it did, make sure you leave some comments down below. Let me know that this video helped you out, or you did resonate with this video. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and I will catch y'all in another reading.